Perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, can qualify as football's equivalent to a quarterback, Peter, especially when it comes to hitting his targets with those long-range passes. There's no doubt who is the creative brain in this side.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio.
Inacio played out towards the right wing.
Bremer.
And it's played forward. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio.
Joao Felix providing an outlet on that flank. Joao Felix. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. And here's Joao Felix. Santos. Esteval. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And here's Joao Felix. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Ruben Neves. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. And he's making progress on the ball. Out of play for a throw. Joao Neves. Vitinha. Oh, can he get onto this? João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Now the ball in. And the shot! Tried the volley, but no.
Oh, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Bremer getting this one clear. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Santos. Esteval. Danilo. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Gonzalo Ramos was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Could be danger here. Looking for a decent ball in. And that's a shot at goal! Danger averted for now. Rafinha making good progress on the right-hand side. Into the channel. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries a shot! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Vitinha forwards and with intent. Calmly anticipates. Santos shifted upfield. Marquinhos. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. Danilo gently done. That looks a cracking ball. Ruben Neves. Mendes, gently done. Now it's Pedro Neto, played out to the right. João Cancelo, here comes the cross. That's really well cleared. João Felix. João Neves. And here's Ramos. Vitinha. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Danilo attempts a clearance. Very nicely done. João Felix. João Neves. Vitinha played out to the left flank. Bremer. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's Danilo. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Climbs up big! Goal! Brazil! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedro Neto. João Felix. A searching ball out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. That has been knocked clear. Caresses it through. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nuno Mendes.
Pedro Neto. He has found the way through. Mendes elects to cross. Santos gets it clear.
But Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Great defending, strong and determined. João Cancelo. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. João Felix. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mendes makes the interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, red, nice interception. And here's Rafinha. And he's there to get it away. João Felix. Vitinha. Gonzalo Ramos. Over to the left. Played into the middle. That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedro Neto. Out to the right. Brazil making the ideal... Takes a shot! No mistake! Portugal are level! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Pedro Neto. Can he get onto this? Gets it away. Now it's Pedro Neto and it's Cancelo. João Neves. João Felix. Shoots! Pedro Neto. Neto has a goal! Oh, good spread. Gonzalo Inacio. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Now he's off and running. It's Vinicius! Cleared without complication. Vitinha attempts a clearance. João Neves, spread out to the left. And here's Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Defending of the desperate variety. Santos. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's tidy. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
João Neves. And here's Ramos. Fabinho. Danilo. Rafinha. Santos. Oh, well measured. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, great chance! A lot of space ahead of him. And back out it comes.
Brazil really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Danilo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Araujo. João Neves. Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. Now who's going to be first to this? Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Araujo driven forward. And here's João Felix. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bremer. Danilo. Fabinho. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Marquinhos. Fabinho. Bremer. Marquinhos. Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. Danilo. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Moved on forwards. Gonçalo Inácio. Played out to the right. And it's Cancelo. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's there to clear it. Could move up a gear here. Marquinhos is onto it in a flash. Gonçalo Inácio. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. He can get that clear and claimed it back swiftly. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Over to the left. Nice control. Araujo gets it away. João Cancelo played out to the left flank. We thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bremer. Danilo, who does have an assist to his name. Mendes cuts it out. And he's heaved it away. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's João Felix. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. João Neves. Shot, surely! Goal! Unmatchable! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Play towards the front line. João Cancelo. And here's Ramos. And it's Cancelo. That's good play. Ruben Neves. João Neves. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. João Neves. João Felix. Ruben Neves. Gonzalo Ramos. Esteban. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's busted. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Santos. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is lovely. Turns and goes back. That's very neat. Receives it in a good position here. Chooses to go back. Looking for support. Santos, and he's gone backward here. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's finished. There's the shot! So what can they make of this? That's really well manoeuvred.
Nuno Mendes.
João Felix. Lovely. Gonzalo Ramos! It's all that is asking for trouble. Santos shifted upfield, and the counter is on. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. And there's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
João Felix. Foot in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Danilo. Santos. Estevan succumbs to the pressure. Vitinha. Ruben Neves, aim forwards. Gonzalo Ramos!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Araujo. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Clipped into space. He's cut it out. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Oh, sweet feet. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Ruben Neves. Marquinhos looks to the other side. And here's the chance to counter. Bremer. Danilo. Danilo, now he's got space here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rafinha with the short one. Cross. That's too far for anyone. Inacio forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Played with finesse. So nearly the perfect ball. Out to the right. Rafinha. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Danilo. Rafinha. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Danilo.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all around.
Santos. Danilo, now he's off and running. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. And it's played forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Nice physical challenge. Danilo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through, now is he in? Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha hangs one in. He's dealt with that well. Bruno Guimaraes. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Danilo flings it across. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Silva, long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, they could be caught out here. Santos moved on forwards, and he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Santos. João Cancelo. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Danilo. Brazil to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mendes shifted upfield. João Felix. Pedro Neto. That would have been some goal.
Neto certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Danilo is there, and he can get that clear. Vitinha has found the net here, of course. Oh, nice touch. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball's gone out of play. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. Gonzalo Ramos. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Nuno Mendes. Santos. Marquinhos. Bremer, aim forwards. Ruben Neves. Decent progress down the left. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Now it's João Felix. Plenty waiting in the middle, showing good feet. That has been knocked clear. Crossfield changing the point of attack. Santos, can he latch on to this? Araujo gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's come loose. Gonzalo Inacio. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. And he's there to clear it. Santos. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha! And that has been cleared. Played out to the right. Santo takes a shot.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Inacio forwards and with intent. Vitinha played towards the other side. João Cancelo. There will be a throw-in. Looking here to chip it through. It's out for a goal kick. Santos. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. Played in by Santos. Vitinha. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Time added on will be 2 minutes. João Felix played into space. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. Araujo aimed forwards. Moved on forwards. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Gently done. João Felix. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. Nuno Mendes. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are up to the break.
For what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Referee's given a throw. João Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Remo. João Neves. Pedro Neto.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rafinha. Danilo. Ruben Neves cuts out the pass. Pedro Neto. João Felix. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Danilo. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Rafinha. Santos. Now then, the ball's come loose. Araujo. João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Rafinha moves short. Vitinha. João Neves.
Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes.
Ruben Neves. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries a measured ball. And it's hoisted clear. They've played it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cross goes in there. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Rafinha.
Gonzalo Ramos.
João Neves. João Neves shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. And that was very necessary. And that's been once, and it's been given away. Esteval. Santos will play through for the wide man.
Brazil clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. João Cancelo. Oh, it's played into the area. Vitinha. Tries a deft little ball. Santos. Fabinho. Remo. Aim forwards. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Danilo. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Cleared away. Santos. Santos. Cross need. Can he finish? No, not this time.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
Vitinha. Araujo. João Neves.
Gonzalo Inacio.
João Cancelo.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Vitinha, gently done. And they've got a throw. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred.
Rafinha.
Looking to get on the end of this.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Fabinho. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's in, surely!
Ruben Neves.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Bremer.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Danilo. Some good work on the right flank here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bremer have it back and can go again. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Shoots to shoot! They've done it!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
João Neves. Pedro Neto! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Marquinhos forwards and with intent. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And that's put paid to a promising move. Inacio chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. João Neves. João Felix! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
João Felix brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. Lovely bit of skill. Danilo, now here's the delivery. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rafinha, Inacio gets over and intercepts. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's João Felix. Now that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's made its way to him. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's lofted through here. And it's Danilo. It's a good run down the right. Danilo with the cross. Inacio clears it away. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Araujo moved on forwards.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Played out to the right. Esteban. Santos. And it's played forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. Marquinhos. Santos. Brazil keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha. João Felix. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Santos. Santos goes for a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Vitinha. Mendes looks to the other side. And here's Ramos. Out to the left it goes. And he shoots! Worth a try, but not this time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
João Cancelo wins the duel this time. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes forwards and with intent. João Neves. João Cancelo, and he goes cross-field.
Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio.
Moved on forwards. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. Esteban. Proves too strong. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. João Cancelo. João Neves. João Felix. João Felix played out to the left flank. João Felix. Time to deliver. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Inacio makes the interception. João Neves. Araujo gently down. João Neves. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. Played towards the other side. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. Out to the right. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. And it's Danilo. And here's Rafinha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vitinha. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's a promising run he's making on the right. João Neves. Vitinha. That's a cute ball. He is through here. There are a few waiting for it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's really well manoeuvred. Bremer. Fabinho. Danilo. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. João Cancelo charging forward down that flank. And that has been clubbed away. Portugal have reclaimed it. And here's João Felix.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bruno Guimaraes shifted upfield. Rafinha. Danilo. Santos. Was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
João Felix, aim forwards. And now the breakaway. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Santos. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pedro Neto. Ruben Neves is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Pedro Neto, and that could set him on his way. Gonzalo Ramos. Danilo with the clearance. Vitinha. And here's João Felix. Big chance! Santos. That's really well manoeuvred. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's Ruben Neves. Lovely feet. And that has been cleared. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Santos. Santos. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Brilliantly cut out. Joao Neves. Ruben Neves. Shifted upfield. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the shot's on here. Santos.
You know, there was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Vinicius Junior. Santos. Oh, such a clever touch. Bruno Guimaraes. Just about up to 75 minutes. Araujo with the slide tackle there. It is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vitinha, gently done. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Santos. Moved on forwards. And he's got his range wrong there. Pedro Neto.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Vitinha. Joao Felix. Joao Cancelo chasing after it. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Santos. Oh, super find. He's got away. Araujo.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Vitinha. Ruben Neves, gently done. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Joao Neves. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Joao Neves. And it's Cancelo. Fabinho wins the duel this time. It's run loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bremer. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Played out to the right. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vitinha.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well timed, excellent interception. João Felix, and here's Ramos. He's had a shot! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Santos. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field.
Ruben Neves.
Pedro Neto. Tries to get it clear. And he thumps it clear. João Cancelo. João Neves.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior.
Danilo with the cross.
He's there to get rid.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Gonçalo Inácio.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gonçalo Inácio.
Inacio forwards and with intent.
Nuno Mendes.
Brazil must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Danilo hurtling down that right flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ruben Neves played up towards the front line. Danilo. Fabinho. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Rafinha! Rafinha! And that could come back to haunt them.
Rafinha really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Cross from Cancelo. Oh, smashing header! Marquinhos with the clearance. João Neves.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Played out wide.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
João Felix. Now it's João Felix.
Nuno Mendes.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played in by Santos.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
João Felix.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Something close to genius. All square again into the dying minutes. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's played forward.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's having a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Brazil complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Inacio played over towards the opposite flank. João Cancelo. Here it is, crossed in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Cancelo. Vitinha. Gonzalo Ramos. João Felix. No way through, so back it comes. It is now or never. Time is against them. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Deftly away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
I think we're just about done here. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Neves. Portugal to make one last surge forward. Oh, it's come loose. Great chance! Gets good distance on it.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
João Cancelo. Might be danger here. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedro Neto. That has been knocked clear. That's interception. His positioning was spot on.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's João Felix. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's nice. In by Cancelo.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's João Felix. Danilo. Rafinha. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pedro Neto, spread out to the left. He is through here. He's in a good position here. Santos. That's really well manoeuvred. Santos. The final seconds now. Fabinho shifted upfield. Ball is over the line.
Ruben Neves. Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
João Felix is onto it in a flash. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. That's a delicate pass. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. And that is that. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.